In 2006, y'all made a Stop Snitching video. So I started making a movie out the Stop Snitching video. Y'all wanted to rob drug dealers. Y'all was raiding houses. So I've been policing the police since 2006. That's Leaders of a Beautiful Struggle, Davon Love. That's Ivan Bates. And that's the First Amendment of the Constitution. Congress shall make no laws, all right? That's my First Amendment. And y'all the star of the show. It was about black leadership, protecting white supremacy. Ivan Bates works for Fox 45. That's the Maryland Volunteer Lawyers for the Arts, through the legal lens, all right? That's Baltimore County police officer at Starbucks, retired. And that's me. I own me. I own all parts of me. Dwayne Shorty Davis, all right? President and secretary. Nobody has a right to sign my checks. 100 shares of Shorty's, all right? Shorty's Underground Rib Shack and Catering. Like Harriet Tubman, the Underground Railroad. This is Michelle Alexander. We talk about the betas, the kappas, intellectuals. Well, I'm an activist. And y'all write stories about us, but that money don't never come back to the communities that you talk about. Michelle Alexander wrote the book, The New Face of Old Jim Crow. Well, I made the movie. All right? Dr. Karson's Bending Towards Social Justice. So everything I've been doing, I did through the legal lens, and I did it in film. This is a certificate from Hope, Shorty Davis, all right, 2024. And this is me in 2011. Like I said, I was making a documentary. And these is the tapes. And we're going to play these tapes in front of the grand jury, Governor Westmore, President Trump, and TJ Smith is my witness. Like I said, through the legal lens, everything is documented. That's Mayor Brandon Scott. And these are our representatives, Maryland House of Delegates. And that's the Honorable Attorney General Anthony Brown. That's my letters for exoneration. All right. And right here is Malcolm Ruff. Support with expungement or exoneration. That's 2024. That's Senator Jill P. Carter and Malcolm Ruff. All right. We're reaching out to you after meeting that Shorty and I had with Delegate Kaylin Young. All right. And that's Runners for Justice. So it ain't going to be just us, and we had much misunderstandings about what's going on. We talking about the haves and the have-nots, because I'm capable of making my own documentary. I'm capable of documenting everything that's going on. So Morgan State University, Loyola University, yeah. It's about the haves versus the have-nots. And like I said, we're going to play the tapes like Watergate. That's Linda Dodge, parole and probation. You feel me? That's Linda Dodge, parole and probation. That's Kaylin Young and my son. I mean, no, that's not Kaylin. That's Corey McCray and my son. That's Governor Westmore. Like I said, exoneration of the Supreme Court. That's the state of Maryland. Office of the Attorney General, Anthony Brown. All right. The Honorable Kaylin Young. Dear Delegate Young. So we got the conversation started, so let's finish the conversation. I want exoneration of the Supreme Court. I was kidnapped by the state of Maryland for making a documentary about the state of Maryland. And I did it through the legal lens. You feel me? I did it through the legal lens. Like I said, TJ Smith is my witness. So Governor Westmore, you, Attorney General Anthony Brown, Brooke Learman, we talking about $250 million in intellectual property theft. Making a movie ain't against the law. Ivan Bates made a movie. Justin Fenton made a movie. Why can't I? Right here. This is to prove I was making a movie about your judicial system. And the toilets is commodal motion. The Supreme Court made a horrible mistake overturning Roe versus Wade. Well, you overturned Roe versus Wade, but you ain't said nothing about Dred Scott. That's Pat Arrakis. And we talking about the money behind mass incarceration. Y'all gave Kevin Plank a whole island. Yeah, a lot of money you gave Kevin Plank. That's Casa. You stood up for Kilmar Garcia, but you ain't said 2 words about me. Welcome to the shit show, and I got a lot of shit to show you. That's my Senator Antonio Hayes. And that's the Maryland Volunteer Lawyers for the Arts and the Maryland Citizens for the Arts. I was making a documentary about you. And I used my First Amendment to do it.